following program is intended for mature audiences.
And they were just shooting the shit. And I thought it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Especially some of the shit that Chance was saying.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Making all that money off them hats.
Get the fuck out
Oh,
of
that
here.
shit
Motherfucker said he made $6 million off them
the
three hats. Have you seen those hats?
With the 3 on?
Yeah, he's got this hat that just has 3 on it.
That's it.
Apparently he made $6 million. And somebody was like, yeah, you sold it to somebody for $6 million. And they sold the hats. Cause somebody was like, I've never seen anybody with one of these fucking hats.
And it's true.
Ever.
I've never seen anyone wear it other than him.
Right. $6 million?
Yeah.
Chance ain't popping like that.
Jesus. I've never seen anyone other than him wear that hat.
The only way that he be popping like that is if somebody bought the rights, the license to use that shit, and that's it. That's the only way he can make
Maybe.
in 1 year. Who? Where? Some people saying coming to Chicago. You think there's 6? Just imagine 6 million people walking around Chicago with this.
That's why Joe said you did like Nipsey and charge $1,000.
That's what he said, right? That's the only way you can do that shit. And then I did get pissed off too because me and my girl was listening and he said, oh, anybody can do it. And I was like, no, shut your bitch ass up. All right. So need to pause too. She was like, no, anybody can. We had an argument in the car about this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody can. No, nobody. You just can't walk in. He was like, oh, he said anybody can get a call with Apple Music. Who?
No,
anybody?
That's not true.
And get your music on the front page?
How?
No.
How? Yeah.
That shit made me mad.
That's unheard of.
That's when I was like, yo, this nigga really is an industry plant. You know, because they talked about that, right?
They did.
He's like, I'm not an industry plant. Nah,
Yeah.
nigga, you an industry plant.
I don't understand how he can say that. Because remember when Apple Music came out, they're like, oh, we're making our big push with the artists. Who was on the front page? Taylor Swift, Drake.
Right.
You think you're just going to pick, hey, Apple Music.
Yo, my name's Big UU.
And, get the fuck out of here.
I have a pretty wide audience out here in Killeen. I think that it'd be great if you put me on the front page right next to Drake. The fuck out of here!
I was about to say that sounds like a good ass interview right there. You passed. I'm gonna put you on there.
That's ridiculous.
I got you.
Right.
You know what though? You probably stand a better shot than anybody because they'd be like, "Is this the same you that's been talking that shit about Tim Cook?" We'd love to have a sit down with you.
Oh shit!
Imagine me and Tim Cook at a sit down at Berkeley.
Oh, hell
at
yes.
Berkeley
You know what I would
Auditorium.
pay? You know what I would pay? No, you got to go in that Steve Jobs Auditorium.
Shit, on the Steve
and
Jobs.
then
Oh,
do
the Apple,
yes.
the Apple headquarters.
Do you know what I would pay?
Apple University.
I would pay. Oh, I'm telling you,
imagine me sitting down with Tim Cook.
that would be amazing.
And I'd be like, let's start here.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay. What do you do?
Oh man.
Like, no. I know you get up here, you get on the stage and you talking shit, but what the fuck do you do, nigga?
You're now listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
What it do, Trill you?
We're back, bitches.
Yes, y'all. Episode 135.
135.
Shouts out to everybody that's joining us. Shouts out to the good folks over at Overcast. We see you.
Yep.
It's your boy Big UU.
Riffa's in the building.
Riffa's in the building. Black Todd is in the building.
Black Todd is back with us.
Back.
Dragon Ball T is not in the building. We don't need her. All right.
We actually got security to carry her out.
Right. We appreciate everybody joining us. Make sure you subscribe. Yes, also too, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Trillmatic.com/YouTube. I posted up the video of us at the CTX Kicks and Fits that happened September 30th. We interviewed a few of the young hustlers that were out there in their different brands. So make sure y'all go check that out.
I got some good content in there.
Yeah, good shit. Make sure you also are taking magnesium. All right. Magnesium.
Episode is brought to you by
Here
Magnesium.
we go.
The mineral magnesium. You need that shit in
The
your
letter
life.
M. M for magnesium.
MAMG, whatever that is. No, but I'm serious though. Y'all got to take this fucking magnesium.
Periodic table
I'm
of
serious.
elements.
Go Google this shit, y'all. What the benefits of magnesium and why fucking humans need that shit. I didn't know that I needed that shit. I don't eat foods that have magnesium in it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I didn't fucking know that.
It's a necessity.
I didn't know.
No.
All right. But if you don't, bruh, they said that if you don't have magnesium in your body at all, you'd be like, that's how your body would be if you didn't have no magnesium in your body.
I wish we had video content right now for y'all.
Constant, like the little thing in your neck. It's like poking out.
That's full flex zone. Like
if you take too much, does it have the opposite effect?
No, I mean you could. I think you could get like
become loose and rubbery. Like
no. What is the recommended dosage? I'm very curious.
So okay, I've been doing my research.
Okay,
all right. Because what happened was the doc was like, yo, take this magnesium.
He did it.
And I was like, all right, bet. And I went and just bought some magnesium. And I was like, how much am I supposed to fucking take? Because it doesn't say it on there. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get, as an adult male, all right, in like your, late 20s, early 30s, like 400 milligrams daily. That's the recommended. Okay,
I feel I'm deficient.
Everybody's deficient. That's
we all are.
That's the wild thing about this shit.
Research and know how much is needed, and and then when they eat their food, they don't go to look if it's in there and if it's enough.
There's certain like vegetables and stuff that are like that have magnesium in it, but nowhere near the level that you're actually supposed to have in your body. You'd
have to eat a shitload of it, huh?
Yeah,
to finally get up.
Yeah,
there.
You probably got to eat like 7 cans of spinach. You know what I'm saying? To get the I don't even know if magnesium is in spinach. I think it is, but
whatever it's in, you'd have to buy out that department.
it's just crazy because it's been known to be like linked to anxiety. There's people that have like severe anxiety and they take magnesium after about 3 weeks to a month or maybe a little bit longer because when you're depleted, it takes a while for
it to get back.
Yeah, normal. Even if you take that shit daily, it takes like a month before you're like, all right, your body's like, all right, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But it regulates so much shit in your body. I did not know nothing about this shit, bro. Get your fucking magnesium, all right?
Do your Googles.
I'm serious. Go do your Googles. You know what I'm saying?
If there's any supplement companies out there that would love to send us a few.
Holla at me. Nature's Valley.
Holla at you. We very happy to have you.
GNC, holla at me. Right?
Vitamin Shop, we here. Okay.
All right. Oh yeah, it helps with like when like another way of knowing that your body needs magnesium or potassium is when your calf muscle flexes at night when you're sleeping and shit.
When you get cramps.
Yeah. When you get those like cramps, like it's just like, that's because I was trying to tell you, your body's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? When you get into that fucking mode, bro, you know what I'm saying? You see me, you know what it was? Yeah. We talk about the fucking bears, and me tell you I can beat those bears. You see how crunk I was getting? Yeah. I just needed some fucking magnesium, bro. That's all I fucking needed. That's all I fucking needed.
The thing is, now that you take the magnesium, you're in trouble. You can't flex on that bear.
Oh, no. I'm going to be way smoother with the bear, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going
to finesse it now.
I'm going to bind on our way that motherfucker.
Shit.
No, so listen, the last time we were, we did the episode, we talked about, the Carter 5 and Lupe Fiasco's album. Me and Sharif gave our ratings on it, but we didn't get Black Todd's, review on, these albums. So we're going to kick this off with that because Wayne is his favorite rapper.
No.
And Lupe's his most hated.
No, that's definitely not true. And I gotta add that to the list too. Lupe's not my most hated, and once upon a time Wayne was my favorite, but it's been some years we've had some differences of opinion.
So what do you think about the Carter 5?
Not my favorite project, we're being honest. I don't know, man. I could tell that we have some newer stuff, some older stuff. I felt like it was kind of going a lot of different directions. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of tracks, which once upon a time that wouldn't have bothered me, but I'm another victim, I think, of present circumstance. We get so used to these shorter albums that I was getting a little fatigued by the time we're getting through there. And I'm like, okay,
By the time you got to the end?
Okay, maybe a little earlier.
I got fatigued at like track 7.
Yeah. I wasn't really feeling it, and I forgot about this, and this reminded me. I wanted to give y'all my Carter rankings, and I wanted to get y'all's too.
Oh shit.
Out of the 5 Carters?
Out of the 5 Carters.
This is gonna be good.
But real quick before we do that, What did
This is
y'all
gonna be good.
I didn't listen back. And what did y'all give it?
Oh shit! What did we give it? I think I gave it like a 4.
I gave it a 5. I almost wanted to go back on it because I heard it a little bit more,
Right.
and I almost wanted to give it like a 4.5.
Damn. So you heard it and was like,
And
nah.
it really wasn't.
The second half is way better than
it was
the
way
first
better,
half.
but even then, the second time hearing it, it just was like it didn't do more for me. You know what I'm saying? Where it was
Right.
like
It should be
like
doing more.
it should like songs that the good songs are supposed to grow on you,
Right,
and
girl, and keep
better,
going. You're like, yeah, you know what? I actually do really
It
like
kind of
this
just
song.
was just like, man, you know. So it was like it didn't really like it didn't stick too much. So it was like, and I think it was almost because of the disappointment of the first half, like because you still got to get to that point.
That first half was a hard,
and that's so crazy because if you would have asked me this, and hell, even in 2010, I would have never told you that I'm about to give this album a 4.5. I wouldn't.
You gave the Carter 5 a 4.5.
20-year-old me
that's how I
wouldn't have
feel.
believed that would ever come out of my mind. At one point, I listened to every
Bro,
song. every feature,
20-year-old
all
me
that.
wouldn't have been.
Hell no, I would have.
I would have believed that. That's how long that Wayne been out here. Your 20-year-old, you wouldn't have believed that, which would have been my like 27-year-old, 25,
25, I think.
25. My 20-year-old self wouldn't have believed that either.
It really, I'd be
disappointed that I'd be
It-
in myself
I'm like,
for giving that score. You'd be like, no,
Go
what's
DJ
wrong
Lil
with you?
Wayne. What are you fucking talking about?
part of me wants to say that this album was doomed from the get-go because of so much hype
Yep.
and so much build-up that
Overhype.
it never could have lived up to that. But
like Detox.
exactly.
Right.
Which, and after listening to this, I said, you know what? I think I'm at peace and I don't think I want that album to ever come out.
What, Detox?
I just don't think it's possible that it can, and I hate to doubt Dre like that, but
It's not Dre's fault though.
It's
We talked
not.
about this
Oh,
on
it's
the
not. Yeah,
podcast.
we did.
yeah, it's
Right?
not, but
it's the fans that have pushed him up so high.
Yes.
That his own critique of himself or his own, it'll never ever match up
Yeah.
to what the fans want.
And being the perfectionist that artists will tell you how exhausting it is to work with him because he's such a perfectionist. We put an unbelievable amount of pressure on him for that project. But
yeah.
and it's been so long, it's like, dude, you almost have to scrap the whole thing and keep starting over.
Every time that it gets close to being done,
There's
it's probably
probably-
like,
There's probably like
this is
7
good
Detox.
enough.
Yeah, the album we would have
Yeah.
got back then when we were really like, oh, it's about to come out, wouldn't even make sense with today's music. You're like, what is this?
no,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
even that song Kush that came out,
yeah.
I was like, this is a Dr. Dre song.
Yeah,
And
you
it was
could tell.
it wasn't a bad song, but it wasn't classic.
No, it wasn't.
Exactly.
Like if it comes on, I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, this rocks. But it ain't like the next episode.
Yeah, it
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't on that level.
Ain't, it ain't keep them heads ringing.
Yeah.
So it ain't it ain't. And that's a super
We'll
classic.
see.
Yeah, I had to go back.
That's a triple
further.
OG classic
I had to
right
go a
there.
little further.
So you gave Carter 5 a 4.5. That's
Yeah.
interesting. All
That's, but it's about right.
right.
Now, with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go first because y'all gonna cut my mic off again once I rank the Carters here.
Oh yeah. Well,
Actually, fuck it, I'll go ahead. So,
I already know what you're gonna say.
no, for number, I'm gonna go from top down.
Okay, it's best to least.
Yes,
Okay.
2, 3, 1, 4, 5.
Trash.
I know that makes you sick to your stomach, but that's what
Carter
I got.
2, Carter 3,
Yeah.
Carter 1.
then 4, then 5.
I'm
wanna hear
more
Riffa's.
of a mic check. About that.
I mean,
I'm trying to double check what was to it because I
Expecting y'all to
looked
go
on
1 through 5.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah. Now, honestly, I think I may actually go 2, 1, 3, 4, 5.
I think that's mine too.
2, 1.
2,
That
1,
doesn't
3,
surprise-
4,
That's
5.
what I expect.
Because
Okay.
Carter 1, a lot of people listen. I know there's like this. There's an age gap here
Yeah.
of
I
people.
think people our age would label it the same way we did.
Yeah. Carter 1 was important for reasons that you have to be there to understand, right? Like the South popping off and Wayne being like at the spearhead. There was like a trifecta. It was Wayne, T.I. and Jeezy, right?
Yeah.
of course, there was everybody's like Lil Jon, and it was H-Town, David Banner. All that was there. But like when you talk about like lyrical or like gangster and respected, they kind of spearheaded the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So Carter 1, when I listened to Carter 1, it was more like it was like, oh, here's the South, and then we on some street shit, and then they on some lyrical shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's when I look at like the Carter 1. It was just more important to the game as a whole. You know what I'm saying?
It was his piece of the puzzle at that time.
Right. It was like the missing piece to the South respecting us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was,
and a needed piece too.
Right. It was needed. I'm gonna be real. As much people like, you might not like Wayne or whatever, and you know what he's become, and maybe don't like Wayne and his lifestyle or whatever. But Carter 1 was fucking important. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mannie Fresh was fucking important. Fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it was. Oh man. Carter 2 to me was like, it was a level up. Yeah. Lyrically, it was a level up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know, at that point, he got comfortable. And he
started smelling his own shit.
Exactly. Yeah. He was feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? And and it showed in the lyrics. Right. And that's when he went and got other production, right?
That's when he switched up the production.
By doing that too, it gave a different, it gave us a Wayne we didn't have yet. Cause we were used to just Mannie Fresh.
Right. So, we were used to Projects Lil Wayne.
Yeah, for real.
And this is when he was like, yeah, I'm from the projects, but I'm bigger than that. Yeah. That's what the Carter 2 was.
And 2 was when he started telling us he was the best.
That's right.
No, because he started saying on Carter 1. Remember that song? What was that song he had? He had a song. It was his first single from the Carter. I bring it back to the bottom. What was that shit? Man. You know what I'm talking about. It's like, but on the song, at the end, he was saying best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. Right. That was Carter 1, right? Hold on. We about to
just scroll through that.
We about to
scroll through because I know you'll see the name.
Bring it back. Bring it back to the.
Yeah, bring it back. Yeah, that's what it was.
With Mannie. Yeah. That bring it back. Yeah. That was the jam. That beat was nasty too.
Mannie Fresh was a beast.
Yeah, man. He killed it. Listen, I don't give a care what y'all motherfuckers say. All right, Mannie Fresh's production on the Carter 1 is.
Who's hating on Mannie Fresh?
People be hate. They don't be giving Mannie Fresh his fucking props.
Some people don't even know Mannie Fresh because he was already exited out of Cash Money at that point. Some people, there's like a generation that doesn't know Mannie Fresh was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Right. If they ain't done their homework, you know what I'm saying, and know how Cash Money started and was. Right. You know, so, I mean, there's probably those generation forward are the ones that are probably like, who's Mannie Fresh? Oh, they don't need Mannie Fresh. It's like,
you got to think about it, man.
Mannie Fresh.
Mannie Fresh was doing all of Cash Money's fucking beats. Yeah.
Without him,
for years. The same. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they were hits.
Album after album. I mean, because
just so like many back to back to back. He had a whole fucking era. Yeah. And I don't feel like we give Mannie Fresh his props. And then he even still did his, even like T.I. with the, what was the song that he had? The big shit popping, little shit stopping. No. That's a Mannie Fresh. That was a hit.
Let's you know what I'm saying? Forget Real Big.
Sounds real big.
That's a hit.
Do a real big.
Yeah, my mom even liked that song.
Nah, you know what was a real hit? That, I like loud pipes, big rims. Yeah, that was the song. Yeah. Shouts out to the
do
big
your
timers.
thing. Do your thing.
All right, they sleeping on big timers. I know Baby ain't had the bars, but y'all don't sleep on them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the Carter lineup. Carter 3 was when he went full mainstream.
Yeah.
Which he still had bars on there. He was still rapping, but it just wasn't like.
You still hear the Wayne from the previous two in there, but then you knew
like a Millie was fire.
Yeah, he'd have that in there. He'd have tracks in there that were like reminiscent of like this is Wayne.
When he did Lollipop though, I was like, that's when I knew. I was just like, bro, he's going to a place I can't go.
See, I think Wayne knew like. By the time that came out, he knew like, oh, I'm that dude. I know, and I'm that good, and I got the respect in the rap game. But I think on Carter 3, he really realized like, I'm a mega star. And then when he went on that run of all those features and all that, I think that's when he knew like, oh, I'm, untouchable at this point.
Right. Well, but anyway, Carter 4 was forgettable, and Carter 5 is going to be forgettable too.
It will be.
We've already moved on.
So yeah, shouts out to Lil Wayne though. He's still a legend, though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
still a part of the
absolutely.
culture. Big time.
I think it's
big time.
important as people who consume so much of his music.
Right.
We can give you criticism without hating on you. We're not hating.
Yeah. You can't.
We appreciate your older shit.
Right. I know, like just recent years with Lil Wayne has just been kind of up and down for a lot of people, but you can't like knock his wave. Like he was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he's actually someone who pushed the boundaries and just tried different things. He did the rock album, you know what I'm saying? He's gone on pop songs, rock songs.
He's done it all.
People's shit, you know.
He's not even 40.
Right.
Became a skater.
In the game this
he became
damn
a
long.
skater,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did become a skater. Yeah, he did it all.
He did it all.
Shouts out to Wayne.
All right, let's talk about your boy Lupe for a hot minute.
Yeah, let's talk about that
I
real
won't
quick.
harp on it. So this is another project where
I just want to hear
it takes some time. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying it's longer, and Lupe puts out a heavier, in a sense of this isn't background music. This is like you need to actually listen, focus, read, go back again after you read.
Go read a
I'm
book.
I'm serious.
That's true. You do got to do a little bit of reading. You got to be like,
back to it.
Like when he was doing this little part here with the slave ships, I didn't know what he was talking about at first, and I was like, and I had to go Google the things that he was saying.
That shit is wild.
And then I was like, oh,
I don't
okay.
think that was on accident.
You think? Oh, he did it on purpose.
He did it on purpose.
Of
he
course
was
he
gonna
did.
make you go and educate yourself just a little bit.
Yeah, I was educated.
Okay, so same way I asked about the last one. What did y'all give this one?
Oh, I went all in.
Really?
All Chips went all in.
Did you give it? You gave it?
Yeah, I
gave it a 9 or 9.5.
And then it was room for it to be a 10 when you deciphered it further.
Right.
Because when I said, I was like, I basically was like, I'm giving him a 10 in advance.
10, right?
A 10 in advance.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm pretty sure if once I get decipher, it's just so deep. I mean, and he's just so rooted in his past as well. The way he does it and he educates you, it's like it deserves a 10 to me.
So here's where I was at with it. When I was first going into this, I said, okay, here we go. I said, I know this is their boy. And I've
you talking wild.
I've off the record given a hot take or two. Okay. A hot take or two. And at first I'm like, all right, man. Cause I see the videos of him and his samurai sword. And I'm like, man, what this weirdo ass dude.
Okay, but you don't say shit when Kendrick do it. See, that's bullshit.
That is
hypocritical. Kendrick ain't as weird as this dude was.
Now fuck that.
Let me finish. This is me going into it thinking, man,
give me some magnesium.
What's the name? Kung Fu King.
I'm gonna need some magnesium for this fucking take,
I was like, let me see what this dude about to do. Okay. And it wasn't a weirdo ass album. It was not. It was a quality body of work. I know that this is actually why UU has to take Magnesium, because I told him on the Tetsuo and Youth Project that I like the album art better than the album.
Oh my god!
And
bro,
he almost had a stroke.
Hey,
bro, I'm about to crush up.
We're done here.
I'm about to crush up some Magnesium and snort this shit right now.
I told him that, and I could see the veins popping out of his neck when I said it.
Oh man! Let the
So,
steam out
again,
your collar.
I know he's been waiting to decide whether or not I'm gonna be banned from the show, or if he's gonna say okay. Now, with all that being said,
Dragon Ball T, you're in.
I gave this album a 7.5. Now, I know I told you I was going to give it a 2, or I was going to give it some shit like that.
A light 2?
That was me trolling. That was me
2.
trolling. It's not a bad project. He's not, and nor probably will ever be my favorite artist, but I didn't really have anything bad to say about this project. There's a couple that here that I'm like, I don't really know. Y'all can probably educate me on this.
You say I don't really know, like you don't know if you like him or you don't know what he's talking about.
No, I don't know if I want to hear this.
Okay.
I was going to come in here really trolling and be like, oh, did y'all hear that Nicki Jean album? But I was like, let me not.
Oh,
let me not. Let me not.
Wow.
I said I was going to say, no, let me not troll. But, no, it's not bad, but,
that's funny.
It's not bad.
She was in there heavy though.
Right.
No, and I'm like, but it wasn't
She
bad.
was killing it.
No, you know what's crazy? I heard, somebody reviewing, they were saying that, Nicki Jean is great, but at a certain point, like how they use Nicki Jean gets kind of overplayed.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I was thinking I could have done a little less of that, but
Right.
again, whatever, it's not my project, but
Yeah.
I would have done a little less of that, but, again, it's a solid body of work. It's just, again, it's a longer album, and I hate that I've been ruined like this.
So here's the thing, though. That's it. What he didn't say. come out with, because Lupe is a guy of puzzles when he comes out with the shit. It's actually a double disc. It's meant to be a double disc.
Okay.
So I know that like some people look, oh shit, man, 20-something tracks, you know what I'm saying? But it's actually meant to be a double disc and two separate things happening. But that's not how he presented it, because he never presents anything that easily.
Yeah.
You know
even
what I'm
when
saying?
something's a double disc, because of like how we consume music now, like we just get on there and stream it. You know, we don't have to actually listen and take one out, take a break, put the other disc. You know?
Flows all together.
Yeah, like it's, you know, so again, you get a little music fatigue, but it's not a bad project.
That's why I knew when it came out, I was like, oh no, we got to skip it this and then do it.
I'm glad you made that decision, because there'd have been no way.
Yeah, I'm still deciphering it, to be totally honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
It requires multiple listens. If you want a completely honest answer, that probably won't happen with me, but it does. I can appreciate why it requires that, though.
I've been on that shit hard.
He says,
I still ain't getting it.
It requires multiple listens. I appreciate why it does require multiple listens, but I'm not going to multiply.
I'm not going to do it.
Right.
But
I don't hear the appreciation in that.
Yeah,
I'm not appreciation. I'm not saying I get it. I understand why. I can see.
Right.
I did a little reading. I'm like, okay, I see where you know, just from reading up on the stuff. I'm like, okay, cool.
See, that's cheating. All right.
How's that cheating?
That's cheating. All right.
How's that cheating?
Listen, did you go to Genius?
Okay. I meant to tell you something.
That's cheating. All right.
I didn't go to Genius, but that reminded me of something.
I did go to Genius for a little couple.
I can't say that on air though.
I'm a little cheater.
All right. I mean, there's some things I was just like, all right, I got to get to. Like when he was, which it was funny because you came to me, you told me one of your favorite tracks was the song he's rapping in Spanish.
Yes.
And I was like, first of all, you don't even know what the fuck he's saying.
Doesn't matter.
It was
that
nice.
tells you something. I don't know what he's saying. I like it already.
Right. Yeah. No, I thought it was good. There's other songs that are starting to pop up now that originally I was like, sorry. I'm actually starting to like now. You know what I'm saying? I listened to it this weekend when I was cutting the grass. I ran it through twice. All right. Cause that's how much grass I had to fucking cut.
But that's a lot of damn grass.
Yeah. I was getting pissed off. But
yeah, man. So like, there you go.
Right.
Again, I won't harp on them too long, but I know you thought I was gonna come in here and give it a, no rating.
I'm actually surprised at the 7.5.
No.
I knew you would be.
Yeah.
I'm capable of being
I appreciate
reasonable.
It. Yeah. Nothing like it's my album. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah. Shouts out to Lupe though. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Lupe and his deciphering music.
If it's okay, I have another shout out. I want to shout out Derrick Lewis.
The realest nigga.
Realest of real.
The realest. So he's from Houston, right? So I see some people saying he's not from Houston.
Maybe he's not
from New Orleans, but I'm like, dog, you can be
fights
born
out and then lives there. But,
right.
he probably he hangs his hat there. Probably, that's where.
Right. That's what he said. That's what he sounds like. So shit, he repping for.
He be repping.
He said swinging and banging. I couldn't believe he said swinging and banging.
Oh yeah, he be putting it down. He be putting it down.
Yeah, he's
putting up the Longhorn always.
I don't watch a lot of UFC, so he's new to me.
Oh man,
you know what I'm
saying? He ain't new to me, man. When he fought Travis Brown, that's the dude that's married to Ronda Rousey now. He fought.
Oh, Travis is that when he said, "Where's fine ass Ronda at?"
Yeah. He's like, "Where's sexy Ronda? Where Ronda sexy ass or fine ass?"
Fine ass. Yeah, as he said.
And yeah, I mean, he just wild with his answers. He'll fucking, when he won, I think that fight, or when he won one of his first big fights, he fucking had like a YouTube video of him. He's like, "This is how you celebrate," and he had like a little cheese on cracker and he had some wine, and he was just fucking like fucking acting wild, like. Right. So that's what they asked him, what are you gonna do this time? He said he's gonna probably put his wife's legs up.
He said,
Jesus Christ.
He said, it says here he was born in New Orleans. He's the same age as you, actually. And he moved to Houston in 99.
Oh, he a real one.
Yeah. So he been there.
Oh, so yeah, he was
there for the movement. He's been there.
Oh, no, he's an H-Town dude all day.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah. See, no, there's people that's probably saying that shit talking about he was born. I don't give a fuck where you born, dog. Yeah. It's where you motherfucking, you raised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where your roots are.
Shit, 99?
Where you were raised. Like,
he was probably, 12, 13? Oh, yeah. What, 99? Yeah, 99 was like 13?
Man,
14?
13, 14.
Yeah, so yeah, he spent most of his life there. He Texas boy.
He's also born in February.
Oh, so he's an Aquarius too. See, real niggas do real things. Shouts out to Derrick.
He is a fool with it. Right. Shout out to the Black Beast.
Right. What do we got on these list of topics, man?
If we may stray from music for just a second here, quick Marvel talk, which is known to happen
I
on
thought
this
you was about to
podcast.
talk about Rihanna.
Hey, shout out Rihanna. just because.
She really is like in the talks for Poison Ivy.
Is she for real?
Yeah.
Hey.
Just putting it out there.
Are you for real? For real?
Hollywood Todd.
Yo, I'm saying
Hollywood Todd.
Her and Megan Fox. It's between her and Megan
Oh
Fox.
no, it's
fuck
got to
that.
be Rihanna, dog.
Gotta be Rihanna.
Megan Fox is washed. I mean, look, she's not washed like. I mean, she looks good, but
She's not Poison Ivy.
nah, she's not.
Top candidate.
She can be something else, man.
Nah,
but
she's not.
look.
I mean, listen, Megan Fox. I mean, she's nice looking, but
If
she's
you
not,
put
she's
red
really
hair-
not that
if you
good of
put
an
red
actor.
hair on her, I could see her doing it. But
Hollywood Todd out here with
yeah,
the inside
I can
scoop,
see Riri doing
okay?
it too.
DC, I'm still available for the movie trailers. I got a couple.
They listen to us, dog.
I got a
think
couple.
they do.
Yo, Tidal
good
needs to
fire
sign us.
ones. They do.
Tidal, sign us, all right?
Please.
Immediately.
Jesus Christ.
Please.
Come on, ho.
What
I will
gotta do?
download the app. Just sign us.
Just
okay, please.
Oh, now you really need it. Hurry up, sign it.
yeah.
But yeah, so couple quick things. New season of Daredevil's on the way. I think it's this month.
Yo, I
actually.
just seen the trailer for it, bro, and I'm already into it, dog.
That's gonna be good. I'm sure y'all have seen this already, but Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man have all completed their contracts.
Yeah, and I seen the tweet from Chris Evans where he kind of was. I don't want to say he was saying farewell, but it kind of felt like a farewell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that tweet?
I didn't see the tweet, but I just
Did you hear about it in the news?
I just
He
know
basically
that
was
their contracts
like-
are done, and they're pretty much saying that their characters might be getting killed off.
He
heroes.
He ran a tweet that tweet did numbers too.
And it would be fitting from what we've seen, how they've told us they have these different stages and how they move from one to the next. So,
Right,
I
right.
mean,
The
it
phases
would,
or
it
whatever.
would make sense if their contracts up. We saw a shift from them.
They're
And
gonna have a new
I guess
generation.
Black Panther would be the older character moving on from them.
I know Chris Evans is tired of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've just seen like different interviews and he was just like, goddamn,
I
shit.
mean, it wasn't Robert Downey Jr. was getting tired of it too.
Yeah,
So
he
they
was
said,
too.
They backed up the truck. He said, "Okay, I got a few more in me."
Bro, that's
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at him.
Yo, how
Oh,
much
the
can
money's
you
right?
back?
Yeah.
How much can you? How much do you got to pay? How much do they have to pay you to do the same character for 10 fucking years?
I don't know, but I could be completely making this number up, but facts don't always matter. But if they were giving him like $30 million a movie, which I think may be accurate,
Close enough, probably.
guess what? I'm not as tired as I was.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was getting close to 50 because
See what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's the top paid because he's the father of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's getting a percentage too, so he's probably not even getting like a flat fee up front.
I mean, I get
Unless
it. 10 years,
you know, they're, you know, paying up front or whatever. But yeah, he got paid.
Oh yeah.
Massively paid.
I mean, I get it. I can understand how you might get tired of doing something, but everyone has a number.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
everyone has a number. So
For something like that, like, hey, you might not make good money doing movies outside of this. You don't know what, people's reactions are going to be to other movies, serious movies. And that. Right now, you got a good thing going.
Right.
Every movie's a hit. You're getting paid. It's like, why not with the number right? It's like, why not stick to what's going good? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if Marvel can keep going though without their big stars.
With the original Avengers.
Yeah, with the original ones, I don't know if they can keep
I
going.
don't know. Like they'll
it's
find a
funny
way.
you say that.
The
So
writing is good.
we know we have some things going on. Guardians of the Galaxy. We have Black Panther. We have them.
Spider-Man.
Also on my list here, there's been talk that they're working on the Dark Avengers. So I think they have a way to
all
keep
black
this
people.
going.
No,
That's hilarious. You would
It's
think
gonna be
that.
what's his name? War Machine, Black Panther,
Right. Hawk. What's his name?
man.
Falcon or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
Falcon.
man, but yeah. So apparently that may be in the works as well.
hilarious.
So we'll see. I think Marvel's
probably-
definitely
Nah.
Probably be a fire ass Avengers.
see,
with those,
they've
with all the
definitely
black
figured out a
guys.
formula in it.
Yeah.
So
Is it good? Is it
And
gonna?
they're also gonna
is
have
it gonna-
they're gonna have like Captain Marvel taking over like the helm of being like the
That's
new
But I mean, is she?
forefront. She's the strongest superhero today. It's
Right,
like she's gonna
but
be
does
the
she have
strongest in the
enough
universe.
star power to hold?
And you got the merger, so we have X-Men coming in soon at some point.
That's true too.
Well, the merger isn't completed.
Yeah, it's pretty much in there.
It's supposed to be pretty much in there, but then somebody came and made an offer. I think Time Warner Cable came and made an offer to buy Fox, and they're like,
yeah.
I said, I don't know. I think that
you know what I'm saying?
They're looking at it probably. I mean,
at the end of the day, bro, that money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. We'll see how that works. If they do get the X-Men, then that's the direction they're going to go.
If they do get X-Men, I mean, I guess it'd be cool to see like that wave or whatever. You know what I'm saying? With the new
whole nother
generation, yeah.
It's gonna be not just that. It's gonna be done right. It's Marvel holding.
They have to change everything now. You know what I'm saying?
So
they have to change everything. Like, they almost have to. I would say start over,
but it'll be a reboot, pretty much. They're not going to continue off of everything we've had, because that's been all over the place in their universe already.
Right.
You know, everyone complains on how it's like, how does this make sense if this happened over here and this, that, or you went back in time? It's just all over the place.
Right.
So, you know, they can do something with them starting it all over, rebooting it.
It is, because you figured that if we go back to, I don't know, I guess early 2000s, that cast of X-Men
2003, 2004, right?
Everyone excluding basically Hugh Jackman is now paid by different people besides like him and Professor X. And now the group they have now seems like the ones in my head when I'm thinking of them. So I don't know. We had that movie with the Dark Phoenix. Is that what it's called?
That's
I see the trailer for that.
That's about to come out. And shit, Marvel can move all kinds. Maybe they'll move the other direction. Venom just came out. He's not in the same universe as the rest of them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like all kind of spread all over the place.
Yeah, they're saying like for that Dark Phoenix they used for the music, they used the Doors song, but like a rendition, like someone doing a cover song of "This Is the End," like "My Only Friend," like "This Is the End," and they're saying that could be a meaning of like this is the end with the Sony, you know, making these movies. And because it's the last X-Men with them, like they're going to be moving on.
Oh, that's right. They did
Marvel.
do that song. You're right.
Deadpool's going to have another movie, and that's in its own thing.
To be honest, I haven't seen any Deadpool movies.
Any of them? Oh,
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm actually very surprised now.
I'm very disappointed.
I want to see him, but I haven't got around to him, man.
Oh wow!
Like,
Damn. Look, I don't got Movie Pass, all right, and I don't got whatever the hell Sharif got to watch.
It might not help you much.
I went to theaters.
Before I had Movie Pass, I was just out here in these theater streets. Okay, I was
just out here, just
out here racking up Cinemark points.
That's like running around with an iPhone with no case. I feel you.
I was.
Yeah,
I know people who can bootleg them too. Yeah,
I was out here watching.
Could you imagine somebody running up on you with a bootleg? Like, yo, man, I got that Venom.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, on DVD?
Get your ass out of here. I don't want that shit.
Right. So, man, yeah. What else we got?
Remember back when no one had phone cases?
Bro, we was out here.
It just wasn't necessary?
Because our phones were rocks.
Because the phone could survive anything. You could run it over and it'd
throw your phone at
right.
somebody.
You could throw your phone on hot lava and it could come out.
Use your phone as a weapon and then be all right.
I had a Motorola that fell in the toilet. And that shit still worked. Like, it was a little, like, fucked up, and then, like, 2 days later, it was like nothing happened.
I mean, you never had shitty reception.
Yeah, no.
You could be like, oh, I need to plug my phone up. I ain't charged it like 2 days.
Oh, that's true.
You ain't saying that now.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah. Shouts out to those. Sometimes you would drop your phone and, like, remember you could, like, change the faceplates?
Yeah.
On them?
On Nokia's?
Yeah.
Brand new phone.
You drop the phone, the faceplate pops off, and you're like, putting the shit back together.
Your battery was trash. You just buy a new battery.
Right. Just get a new battery.
You get a new battery, a new faceplate, a whole new phone.
Right.
It was simple then.
Yeah, it was.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I even got a little. I had this phone that had, it was like a Spider-Man like faceplate over it, and then it had like the little light up antenna.
Yeah.
You was out here. You was out here.
So I was out here, bro.
See,
with the light up antenna.
You was out here.
Back then, phones like didn't necessarily have a camera on it. And if they did, it was a phone that had a camera on it. Not nowadays, it's a camera that has phone capabilities.
Hey, God forbid you press that internet button.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. That was like you were paying $12 a minute.
Yeah.
Right.
You're fucked.
Bro, my junior year of high school, when it first came out, I had a black Razor, and you could not tell me that I wasn't fucking Jay-Z or somebody.
Right, yo. When the Razors came out, that changed the game. Do you remember when they had the sidekick?
Yeah,
yes, I wanted one so bad.
I wanted a fucking sidekick so fucking bad. You didn't have to have T-Mobile. That's the only way you get sidekick. You had to have T-Mobile.
Hey, back when I had my Razor.
The chirp phone.
right. No. I used to have singular.
Exactly. It was singular when I had my Razor. Okay?
I remember when
that
Singular.
little orange guy?
Right.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
I remember when Singular and AT&T merged. You know what I'm saying? And then it became just Singular, and then it switched back to AT&T. And I was like, what the hell? Yeah. But shouts out to the old cell phone gang. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? What else we got in the topics?
Oh shit, man. Let's move back toward music a little bit, man. Yo. Oh, sorry. Your boy. Actually, this two of your boys here, actually. Your one boy, Ye, looks like he deleted all his social media again.
About fucking time.
I'm fine with this. I don't think anyone in the room's too upset. Then your other boy, Riffa, this is his boy. 6ix9ine and this fucking.
This is y'all's boy.
That's your boy.
And this
That ain't my motherfucking boy.
stupid fucking dance.
What dance?
You ain't seen his dance?
It's
a challenge now.
He has a dance now.
I'm not doing
it's its own challenge.
I'm
where they
not
like
doing
run away from the camera, they run back, and they just got their drawers on and they start dancing. And it's the dance he does in the video. It's. I hate this guy.
What video?
So much. For his new song, "Stupid."
Oh, it's probably stupid.
with Bobby Shmurda.
Is the dance stupid?
Is it with Bobby Shmurda?
Yeah.
He's in jail.
But he's not in the video. He's on the song.
They had like an old Bobby Shmurda verse?
Or is it like over
is
the
it
phone?
fire?
Is it over the phone? See murder style.
I kind of want to hear it just for Bobby Shmurda.
Look,
Bobby Shmurda is like Earl the Goat, Man the Goat. The guy that was good enough to beat Jordan, but just never made it to the league.
I do not like this dude, and he won't go away.
6ix9ine?
Yes.
Oh no, he's here to stay, bro.
Nah. I know that's what you want.
No, it's not that. It's not that. That's what I want. It's just I'm just facing the facts.
When are they going to move him out?
He's not.
Exactly.
He's not anywhere, bro. He's not going anywhere. I thought he was going to be the fuck up out of here. He's not going anywhere, man. He's not.
Somebody make him wrong.
Please
prove him
Please
wrong.
make me wrong.
Please.
This Fifi song. My chick be in here. She be singing the Fifi song.
Oh my.
That's when I knew he wasn't going nowhere, bro. If my chick is in here saying I love this song, he's not going anywhere, bro.
You haven't forbidden her from singing and listening to
bro,
that?
Listen, I threw a glass of water in her face. But it doesn't matter. She still knows the words.
It kills me, bro. It
doesn't matter.
Absolutely kills me.
No, he's not going anywhere, man. He's here to stay.
I can't believe you ain't seen this dance. I'm gonna show y'all as soon as we're done. But
no, I haven't. Listen, I try to steer clear of anything that he does on the internet. I try to steer clear of it.
You've done well.
I've blocked people that tweet about him too much.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I've blocked all the little parody fan accounts, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? He still. I try to get away from him. Even just recently, I seen him pop. They was using his like clip as like a response or whatever to people. I was like, dog, this nigga, you can't get away from him.
I hate it.
Well, let's hope he doesn't have the longevity of LL Cool J or Jay-Z.
Oh God,
he's gonna have some longevity.
No. Let's hope he doesn't have that longevity.
He's what has it been since the first time anybody seen him?
He going to jail.
He's been buzzing for what? Like he's been out here for what about a year now?
The feds ran up in his house, found that he going to jail.
They already ran into his house.
I'm saying they found a gun.
He didn't go to jail.
That's probably planted too. There's someone else who said, "Please get this guy out of here."
They're trying to get him out of here, but he ain't going nowhere.
Like, why won't he die?
Jesus.
I mean that literally, of course. I don't. Just go away. Just leave me alone.
To happen.
Shouts out to 6ix9ine. What else we got?
I can't say that. And much better news. Y'all heard this Anderson Paak and K-Dot?
No, I haven't heard the song, but I've seen that. Is it good?
I like it, but I really like both of them. So I was like, "There's no way I'm not gonna like it."
Yeah,
but it's pretty cool. I'm excited for Anderson's album, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good album because
absolutely.
Yeah, that's not
a doubt in my mind.
I don't know how much Dr. Dre had his hands in it. He probably put his final touches on it, but I don't think he really did too much anything. He really doesn't need to do anything at this point. You know what I'm saying? Just maybe make things that already sound good sound better. You know what I'm saying? But he doesn't really
tweak it.
Yeah, just tweak it here and there. Maybe throw some. Say, nah, do that verse over. Do it again.
One more time. I don't need him to do all that.
Yeah.
We're never gonna get down to
No, fuck that, Dre. I'm not doing this shit over.
Yeah, we're ready.
I liked it the first time. Now that we're on take 36, I'm kind of done.
All right. But shouts out to Anderson Paak. He's dope.
We got Quavo's album on the way.
So, okay, here's my thing with Quavo album. They've been trying to drop, Lamb Talk. I actually like Lamb Talk. I ain't gonna front.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just not really hitting out there.
It's not.
It's really not. I don't understand why. Is it because it's Quavo and Quavo just ain't hitting like that?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It's not Offset. That's the problem.
Oh shit, it's not Offset.
Everyone checks for Offset.
So everybody was saying it was Quavo. You're thinking maybe it's not Quavo?
As you talking about as a star of the group? It's probably Offset, man. It's probably Offset.
I think that's the reason too. Is like if they're checking for any of them, they're checking for Offset.
Right.
And it's been proven already. So Offset's been on people's shit. They're listening to it.
Offset is out here.
Watch.
He's out there.
They all gonna drop out and Takeoff one of the best one.
Takeoff gonna be he gonna come out and go the hardest. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
It is.
On that last album they had, Culture 2, right? That Takeoff had some like hidden gems in there, like verses where I was just like, okay, like that's what.
And he killed it on that song with Gucci about a year ago. So
Offset, we were just listening to Young Dolph's album. When I see Offset was featured on here, I like kind of stopped what I was doing to listen to him. Yeah. Which I was like, am I doing that for Offset?
That's where.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of got surprised by that because I only do that back in the day for like, oh, Jay-Z's rapping. Stop what I'm doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or Eminem's rapping, or it's just certain people that like, all right, let me stop and listen to what they're saying. I did this shit with Offset recently, so I'm like, is Offset becoming that dude?
I'm wondering if this is just how it's happening, or if they are truly master strategists. Because you think we get their group projects, right?
Yeah.
And then you remember we had a phase where it was Quavo was featured on everything. Uh-huh. Then lately we've had Offset featured on everything.
Offset's with Cardi B too, so that adds a lot more to the star power. It brings him to the front. Yeah.
So I'm like, if we stay around of Takeoff being on a lot of tracks soon, I'm gonna say, okay, these guys just got it figured out. And they're hitting while it's hot, and I don't blame them. But we'll see.
Yeah, you got to milk the game, man, when you popping.
Yeah, we'll see how it is.
Look at Fetty Wap. What else we got is on the list?
This one's for Riffa, man. I saw this and I couldn't help but bring it up. I could not help but bring it up.
You never know when you're not hot. You're not gonna be hot again.
So I look back at him.
Right. I saw this online, and I
was hoping that was gonna be
Suge Knight's son told us that Pac's still alive.
Let's hear Riffa's take.
I wanted to get with the in-house specialist and tell.
We've heard this like every year.
Wait, no, this is different though.
Sources. One was from a cop that was on the scene and said, like, on his deathbed said, yeah, Pac paid everyone off, and that was had anything to do anyone that was around the scene, like fans, and then anyone who had to do with taking them in the ambulance and doing all that stuff, cops around, paid off. The cop said that. Which, you can take his word for it. He's on his deathbed. He's like, kind of like, hey.
Could he be delirious?
You can take it with a grain of salt,
Because, I mean, what if he's on his deathbed for like dementia or some shit?
I don't think it was for dementia.
How much would they have to pay you to keep that secret?
Good money.
Yeah, but like, what is good money?
I'm going to tell you right now, Pac didn't have enough money to get me to keep that secret.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you pay? It's like, let's say you pay, what do you pay? $1 million?
You know, Pac had loyalty.
Okay, listen. Pac was killed in what? Pac died in 96, 97?
97, I believe. Yeah.
97, right? Let's say he gave everybody $1 million. All right, to keep this secret. Do you think
that money ran out already?
That's what I'm saying. Do you think that shit, $1 million is going to last you until 2018?
And then when you're done with that million, you're just like, all right, now I'm gonna tell you what the fuck happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, my milli ran out and nobody's refilling my pockets, so I gotta go ahead and let this fucking
he said he's in Malaysia.
Malaysia, yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, yeah, and then it makes you think.
But why would his son say that?
And how many people take vacations, from all around the world, or whoever, people who know who Tupac is, people who've gone to visit Malaysia on a vacation, and what? Pac just hiding out when people are around.
I mean, who's this Pac and Kanye?
I love
this shit, goddamn.
You know that's not real.
I'm just saying, if anybody knew, it would be.
Well, did you also hear that they just won a lawsuit and they're getting new Tupac, previously unreleased Tupac music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you want that?
Wanting it. Oh yeah,
2 albums worth. I think it is.
You know how much more relevant that music is going to be.
What if
at least to me and probably to a lot of other people
in Malaysia and he recorded?
He just recorded it.
He just recorded these songs.
Then he's in Malaysia, still trying to make some extra money on the side without actually being in the public view. You know what I'm saying?
What if he is in Malaysia preparing a 6ix9ine diss track right now?
What if he's coming back? Yeah, what if he that's his comeback, like to come back alive, like fuck this, I'm done with this shit. We got rainbows now. I'm done.
He just comes back. I had to come back
for
these rainbow ass niggas.
So life, motherfucker. And it was 96 that he died.
Featuring Lil Duval.
I didn't think it sounded right. It was 96.
Tupac would have killed that Lil Duval song.
Oh yeah,
Tupac.
That would have been an amazing feature on that song.
That would have been a classic.
It would have been absolutely amazing.
They'd have been playing that shit in 2099. Trust
I can
me.
hear it in my head right now. Oh
right,
man,
yeah, Pac. He would have killed that shit.
Hey, Pac, it's time.
Pac, come out. We need
this Smile Bitch remix.
We need the Smile Bitch remix with a fresh Tupac verse.
This is about to be so good.
That'd be dope.
Yeah,
man.
Holla if you hear me.
What a great welcome.
All I know is that music, if it's old, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't new, like he ain't in Malaysia recording, if it's just old music, that's just going to be still dope. Because you could still put Tupac albums up right now, listen to them, and that shit go harder than most shit out there.
So what
or still be more relevant. Like
no, you're right.
Saying.
My issue would be, whose hands they're going to put it in.
That is a big issue too.
Because I wasn't really. I mean, it was when they kind of gave it to him, and
it wasn't.
It was all right. It was, I don't know if he was the right person for that. You know what I'm saying?
It was on Eminem type beats, where it's just like, that's not really a Pac type beat.
Right. Who would you want to give? Who would you, Riffa, would want to hear? If somebody was like, yo, we're giving this Tupac music to anybody in the game right now to oversee, to make sure this project is fire.
I wish I could say Dre, but I don't know if Dre would want to do it because they had issues before it was all, at the end of it, they had issues. So, also Dre could probably understand that it was all due to Suge Knight. It wasn't like necessarily Tupac having beef with Dre. It was more Tupac kind of sticking with Suge Knight.
Is there anybody in the game that can oversee this album?
No.
It would have to be Dr. Dre to me.
I'm personally not a big fan of unreleased music from deceased artists. So I know there was someone like him where he had obviously his life was taken from him at a young age and earlier in the career.
He has more albums out now from when he was, than he was dead.
Yeah, and
they all go hard.
I've always felt like there's a reason that they didn't put out all this music that they have.
Well, no, Tupac said he spent his time in the studio because that's all he did was record. He had a vault for something like this.
It's
he
like
had
people
music
like
for situations and like.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and just be like, what all this Prince stuff? Like, I don't think if he wanted us to have, you gave it to us.
Well, here's my thing. If you're dead, you probably don't care. And I mean, it's probably, because, okay, if you're writing music, right, and you're writing a bunch of music and you're like, I don't really want to put that out right now because maybe it needs to be worked on or whatever. And then you die, you know what I'm saying? The idea of you just in this creative mode, whether or not it was good or not, you know what I'm saying? To me is worth probably more than the shit that you said. I'm gonna just put out
this
there.
and I'm putting it out.
Right, because this is like almost like your true essence. You know what I'm saying?
Your diamond in the rough.
Yeah, but it may not be good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Well, you can't compare it to, like, okay, you ever heard the Lost Tapes with Nas? Y'all ever heard that?
I did hear it.
So there's a song there where he's like talking about his notebook, and he's just reading rhymes from his notebook that he never put out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it was like some of the shit you go, damn, that was pretty deep. Like you could just tell it was more like almost like poetry almost. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, these are just kind of like free thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's all Pac did for the most part. You know what I'm saying? It was a shitload of free thoughts that was out there.
Yeah.
I can see how somebody, if you're used to the classic Pac shit that he was happy with that he put out. That, but I can also see people looking at that for what it is new, like this other shit for what it is, and saying, you know, I appreciate.
I don't think it'd hurt his legacy or anything. If anything,
it wouldn't hurt his legacy.
If anything, it would benefit. It would be like people be like, we got more Pac music. You know,
unless he said some wild shit in there, like when Biggie said, she looks so good, I'll suck a daddy dick.
Yeah. I
You
was
just
like,
go,
whoa.
all right, could have left that one in the. Could have left that one in the vault, my guy.
Nah, bro. She didn't look that good.
Right.
There's no way she looked.
I'm just
that
trying
good.
to find out if there was a girl that looked that good to me.
There's no way.
And there's
no
none.
way. There's no woman in the world that
Biggie wouldn't have wanted this out here,
that
though.
make you want to, that you would do that. You know, not make you want to do it, but that you would do that. You know, no.
Could you imagine somebody in the studio when Biggie said that? It was like, "Hey, nah, we're not putting that one out. You can't do that." And he's like, "Yo, this is fire though, right? You don't like? Nah, we can't. We can't do that one, Big."
Nah, that's the problem. No one said he couldn't. That's why he put it out, because people were like, yeah, that is dope. But then so they're like, fuck.
I can just see the just start to press the little intercom back. And again?
Yeah. What was that?
We're gonna have to bleep that. We're gonna have to reverse that. But yeah, man. I guess we'll get some new Tupac music. I don't know who's gonna be the right person for it. They could throw it. They could lob it to Kendrick.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I think that'd be dope.
He seems like a decent candidate for that. I don't know if he's the best candidate.
I think it'll work though.
Please don't lob it to Drake.
Whatever you do, don't saturate it and fill it up with features of just newer rappers and other rappers and people that don't mix in with it.
Oh, like the duet type. You know what I'm saying?
I hate.
I wasn't really feeling
when
that either.
They just add and it's even rappers from that time. Just let it be either the music it was, like if it was recorded with the Outlaws, then leave it with the Outlaws. If it was a song that he did by himself, leave it a song by himself. You know, and if it's someone he fucked with, let that be the
Y'all
case.
trust
Like
Snoop
put
with
him in
it?
there. I don't know if I trust Snoop because they had their problem at that too. I mean, they're kind of beefing out as well.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you have to get the people that were, if they're still around. Yeah. You just have to bring those people in. Whoever's got their hands on it, bring in the Outlaws, bring in Snoop,
bring in the people that he fucked with at that time.
Yeah, I mean,
that kind of will mesh with it.
Right. That at least know how it should be done. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. Do not put it in Drake's hands. Yeah.
You got to give it the same feel it would have with
do
Tupac.
Not put it in Drake's hands.
Yeah. If that happens, it's ruined.
Do you know when Aaliyah?
Why that would happen?
Because when Aaliyah passed away, the same shit happened. They got their hands on Aaliyah's music and they gave it to Drake, and it was like, make this Aaliyah album. Well, he was getting some backlash, so it never came out. But there was talks of him producing this whole Aaliyah album. That at least makes a little
more sense. It wouldn't even make sense for him to give this to Drake.
Tupac, that don't make
and that's coming from OVO Todd.
50 Cent?
No.
Because it'd be a 6ix9ine verse? Let's move on. Let's move on.
Why do you do these things? This is like when he said that 6ix9ine was the new Dr. Dre.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Yo, you need some magnesium.
I can only imagine a 6ix9ine beat, like production.
That would be so. I'm not even gonna entertain this.
That's
do you know how hurt I would be if I hear Pac rapping and hear that fool shout "stupid"? I would be crushed.
Oh, an ad-lib? Oh, that'll be disgusting.
Okay,
that'll be disgusting.
Let's
not disrespect this conversation.
Just take some. Get y'all magnesium, y'all. Sorry.
Do you want to go in on somebody, or do you want to have a conversation?
This is a choose your own adventure.
We got choose an alternate ending.
Let's let Riffa choose.
I'm gonna click letter A.
All right. You use boy. Vic Mensa.
All right.
Here we
go and tell the people what happened, man.
Go.
Yo, boy. Riffa, did you hear about anything with Vic Mensa?
I did not.
So they was at the BET Awards. They were taping the BET Awards. Is it the Hip Hop Awards or just regular BET Awards?
I thought it was the Hip Hop Award.
So they're taping. They just recently taped it. Okay. Apparently they gave X the Best New Hip Hop Artist Award. Okay. Vic Mensa came out apparently at the show where his mom was at, X's mom, and dissed X about his abuse and shit. Okay. I'm not really sure of the specifics, but I did see X's DJ tweet out, "Yo, fuck Vic Mensa, all of this shit." You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right.
It was in a cipher.
It was in a cipher?
Yeah.
Okay, in a cipher.
And it was the Hip Hop Awards.
Okay, so it's Hip Hop Awards. All right. So he dissed him in a cipher. This hasn't came out yet. This is just all the rumblings.
Scheme came out on a tweet storm.
Right. Yeah, he went on. He was upset. But here's the kicker about all this. So Vic Mensa has also publicly admitted to abuse himself, right? Where he like choked out his girlfriend and shit. You know what I'm saying? He talked about.
So how you gonna shit?
Excuse me, on the Breakfast Club. Right. So he's getting attacked for this.
Yeah,
and then today today? He dropped an apology about it
because he didn't. Late to apologize.
It's too late. I was really waiting for Black Todd to be like,
come on, Timbo.
No, but so he came out and apologized, but he didn't really. He still kind of was like, "Yo, I'm saying about this. Like, I don't, accept abuse or whatever." I didn't know his mom was gonna be there, but you know what I'm saying. So, right now, Vic Mensa has single-handedly, taken Russ's place as the most hated guy in rap right now.
Oh shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's weird because there's a lot of people that's like, oh, well, X deserved that. You know what I'm saying? And
there's a lot of people that love X. You know what I'm saying? That fucking, like, especially when he passed away, you know how, like.
It was shocking.
Like, it was shocking. And then, like Biggie said, you're nobody till somebody kills you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He also said he don't wish death on nobody because ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But just do that.
Shouts out to Biggie.
Yeah, he has some deep ass quotes.
That boy was on that Magnesium. that boy crushed up Magnesium in his daiquiri.
We never saw that Magnesium somewhere in the title. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, it is.
When you ever seen Biggie tensed up? Stress.
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't even stressing they was beefing.
Bro, he was sprinkling Magnesium on everybody on the game. Shouts out to Biggie.
Hey, you can imagine, because you said the sprinkle thing, just to get a little off topic, I just imagine like Dave Chappelle with the whole cocaine.
With the cocaine?
Sprinkle a little magnesium on it.
Sprinkle a little magnesium on him. No. Just think, you can't make hypnotized without magnesium in your system, bro. I'm just, let's just be real.
But yeah. So, I mean, Xxtentacion, you know what I'm saying? Xxtentacion. He just fucking, like, he has the backing of some people. Like, people, like, a lot of younger people, like.
A lot of people supported him.
Supported him, especially once he passed. It was just like, oh my God, it was too soon. And just like, it was like, it's crazy to say because it's nowhere near the level, but to a generation, he's like the Tupac of that generation. Yeah.
I know, and people hate when you draw that comparison.
I hate it.
I know even you probably hate it because you're such a Tupac fan, and you feel like he doesn't have
I just say it's nowhere near, but I understand that.
But you got to think
to them.
Just think about the 12-year-olds that look up to him.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Because we were like, how old when Pac died? We were probably 12, 13, about 11, 12, right? When Pac died, right? So you got to think of when Pac died, a 34-year-old saying, "Get the fuck out of here." He's no John Lennon, right?
No.
You got to think about that. Same thing, right? It's a cycle, right?
No.
So there's probably a whole shitload of kids.
Yeah, there is. That they really feel that that's like their Pac.
Their Pac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't knock that.
You can't knock it.
Right.
I can just say
I don't agree with it.
I can say
from this perspective.
Yeah, I can say it's like, it's far from the conspiracy.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? But I get it.
Right.
I do get it.
I get his impact and all, but then he also has the abuse shit too, which is kind of dirties his legacy a little bit. But I just think that
I don't know. Tupac had that too in there, so I mean, Tupac's still a legend.
He did have like a
domestic abuse thing, but he beat the
like a rape charge.
He had that, and he beat that also,
right?
Like, because it wasn't, people just want money.
He wouldn't have beat it in the Me Too era.
No, he would have been.
He would not have beaten.
He would have got slaughtered.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Charlamagne made it out. Pac made it out.
But he barely.
There would be hope.
Actually, you know what? Because we talked about how
Nas kind of made it out too. That's the funny thing. That's the weird thing about this shit, right? Because with Vic Mensa, even if you're one of the people that you've abused women, you've publicly admitted it, right? But then, like you're calling out him, But then you got to call out everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nas was just recently up for this shit. Are you going to call out Nas for that? You know what I'm saying? Would you get up there and do that in a cypher and call out Nas for that? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm trying to say?
Fabulous. You know what I'm saying?
Fabulous?
Yeah. So, I mean.
Remember, it came and went pretty quick, but they tried to come for Dre.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Dre ain't really out there, though. So it's kind of like.
But he still wasn't going to get in there and say Nas, Fab, and Dre.
Yeah, no, he's not. Yeah. Which actually makes me also question the relationship between Jay-Z and Vic Mensa. Because, Jay-Z apparently had to go in and stop Vic Mensa from dissing somebody on his album his last album. Because he was going to diss somebody. It was saying it was going to be Joe Budden. But it apparently wasn't Joe Budden. It was actually going to be Xxxtentacion. That's what the internet
Joe's
is
another
saying.
one that's been made it out.
That's what I'm saying.
It's such a fucking low blow though to do that when the dude is passed away already. It's not like he's gonna come back with a diss track coming back at him.
Peep this out though. People are saying, "Do you say nice things about Hitler?" I seen somebody say this.
He was born on 420.
This shit, you almost made me drop my microphone.
That's a fact.
Almost broke the microphone.
That's a fact.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's funny because they're like comparing him to Hitler, and I'm like,
that's a reach, like a motherfucker.
yeah, that's a super fucking reach.
Come on,
You know what I'm saying? Hitler?
like wow.
Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
feel like all our mics should have collapsed by that person making that kind of like what.
I just think Vic Mensa is digging himself into a hole because I don't know what his relationship is with Jay-Z, but I can see Jay-Z probably going, all right, bro, you
backing off.
It's time for you to sit your ass down.
Yeah, I can see him distancing himself away from it in the whole like not supporting it, trying to be right there with him in the forefront. I can see him kind of like, hey man, we're gonna put you aside,
right,
and maybe focus on someone else right now,
right,
because you need a breather. You need to get out of the spotlight for a minute.
Not to say he was right to go after X, but like, stop talking crazy if you're going to say something crazy and then come out the next day and apologize. It's the second time in a row this happened.
Oh, you told me you apologize to Academics? Was it Academics?
I think so.
You know why, man? So this is why he's because his L's, like, they're unwinnable.
Yeah. And when you realize they're unwinnable,
he falls back real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do this.
Because the people will eat you alive, though. The fans will eat you alive if you don't fall back.
Like, we all know Ak is, like, a trash individual for different reasons, right?
No.
We know this already, right? Like, we call him lame, sucker. They call him everything in the book, right? He's cornball. He's fucking up the culture. We all know this already.
Yeah.
But to go out and publicly say, I'm gonna beat your ass, Ak.
Yeah.
And Ak's like, really? Where?
He's like, I'm a civilian.
Yeah, like,
that was hilarious. I'm a civilian.
I'm a civilian.
You're catching an L. This is not something you can win.
You're being around and make a joke out of it.
You're being a bully.
Yeah, he turns it around, makes it a joke to where people support him more because it's like, yeah, you kind of are being a bully.
So I was gonna tweet this earlier, man. I got a hot take on Vic Mensa.
Okay.
Vic Mensa's he's only acting. I feel like Stephen A. Smith right now. Vic Mensa is only acting like this because he doesn't know who he truly is.
I'm gonna stop you right there, all right, Stephen? I'm gonna be Skip, all right? No.
He does. Okay. I don't think he knows who he truly is, right? And because of, it's almost like he's putting up this facade almost.
Oh, I agree.
Because his original music, I remember you showing me that.
What's that?
Like Vic Mensa, like the music he came out with originally.
Early Vic Mensa and Vic Mensa today are two totally different fucking people.
Split personalities,
right? And I think that he's still trying to find himself, not even musically, because you can be looking for yourself musically. That's all right. You know what I'm saying?
That's understandable.
Yeah,
but to try to find yourself as a person, as a human being,
while you're in the process, in the spotlight,
that's a dangerous mind state to be in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's dangerous, not because of like suicide or some shit like that, because what is he trying to prove? What is he willing to do to prove whatever?
And who will he become? What Vic Mensa will we get? Because and then are you being real when we get there?
Right.
Are you being yourself for real? Or is it all a facade? Or who is the real Vic Mensa?
Right.
You know, that's what it'll turn into. Because it's like, you don't Because when you see already these two different Vic Mensas, the early Vic Mensa now, and then it's like, if you try to go to a whole nother route, it's like, I feel it would be way off. So I feel like he should just fall back and almost fall back to where he was originally.
Just fall back, bro, and just make good music because you're talented.
Yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But nobody right now, nobody knows you for your music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And
you're signed to J fucking Z.
And was it his original? Was it his original style that got him in the door?
Yeah.
And why don't you just stick with that? You know, and then you switch it up, and it's like
you get in there and then you want to go big. You want to go bigger.
You want to compete. You want to compete with the big dogs.
You want to compete with the Drakes and the Kendricks and all this.
Jay-Z's not gonna keep putting up with this.
No, Jay-Z's going. Listen, he don't got that much. Jay-Z's going to drop him. I don't get dropped. I dropped the label. I thought that one was pretty funny.
You know what? Someone needs to talk. How do you fuck up a resource like you are in a room with Jay-Z and you gonna fuck it up?
Bro, the fact that Jay-Z has to come and stop you from doing some shit should let you know that you're wilding the fuck out and you gotta just chill.
Do you remember your boss is shutting shit down?
Right.
He's like, no.
Do you remember online when people, there was a little thing going around a couple months ago was like, oh, are you taking $50K cash or are you having to sit down with Jay-Z for an hour? Something along those lines.
Right, I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that people are even considering that and you have a readily accessible,
right? And
you just fucking off the whole relationship.
You just fucking this whole shit up. You don't know who he's
you have
cool
the keys
with.
to knowledge.
I'm saying there's a lot of
rap
power.
Game,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
You have big time money, big time power and influence,
right.
And you have one of rap's greatest
for longevity
accessible
as well
to you,
right?
And you out here doing.
He can give you the keys to the fountain of youth in the game because that's pretty much what he has. It's like he stays in.
He can bring you into the Illuminati. I don't understand. Why would you?
He can hook you up with Solange.
Why?
You can come over
he can
and have
put you in a meeting with Blue. I'm saying
you can
get you in an elevator with Solange.
You can have a sit down with Blue.
Right.
You can babysit the twins.
You could possibly be a feature on J. Cole's album, and he does no features.
Eat fried chicken with Beyonce. You will miss all these opportunities.
It's funny because these are all the things that we really want. Yeah. Man, but hopefully Vic Mensa figures that out, man.
He needs to, man, because he's talented. He just needs to.
Yeah, you're too smart, man.
Yeah, he just needs to.
Yeah, he's got to.
There's moments where he needs to not open his mouth.
I get it. He's trying to speak for the people and speak for the good and everything, but it's just coming off real. He's got to really sit back and think about his moves before you, because every time he makes one of these moves, he just easily gets ripped and torn apart.
Bad timing.
And everybody
it's not necessarily bad timing because it might be something that you just keep to yourself, you know? And it's almost like it's a given. Other people agree with you, you don't have to say it,
right?
Other people disagree.
I wouldn't have done that, even if I had issues with X. I wouldn't have done that.
No,
not especially because you don't know that his mom is in attendance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like regardless of how you feel about him, you know what I'm saying? That's her son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she's never gonna see it as anything. Yeah, she's still mourning.
Still mourning him.
Yeah, Vic, you gotta chill, bro. Jay-Z probably ought to drop them.
Yeah.
Right.
Possibly in two different ways. He might have I'm gonna have to shut you down 2 ways, man. I need to teach you a lesson. Solange, come in here.
That's the punishment for everybody on Rock Nation. That's wild the fuck out. Yeah. He's gotta bring Solange.
Hey, Solange, come in. We need you in the studio.
He's like, Cheryl, he presses the button. He's like, Cheryl, bring in Solange.
Can you send Solange? Tell her to bring the brass knuckles.
He probably got that same little button under his desk that Matt Lauer had.
Hey, there's a red phone in Solange's room. Wherever she at, it goes off. She's like, "Oh, they need me."
He just gets up and walks out.
Grabs whatever's at hand. Yeah, she has
what else we got?
Table laid out full of weapons.
What else we got on these topics? Y'all wildin'.
That's hilarious.
You see the stuff that happened at the A3C Festival?
I did, man. I've always wanted to check out the A3C. Have y'all never? Do y'all even know what it is?
I want to.
No,
I want to experience. I just haven't.
So it's a southern. I don't say it's southern rap, but it's a festival because A3C stands for all three coasts.
Okay.
So it's not Southern. Now I think about it. But they usually have like
Unity.
Yeah. A lot of indie artists will go out there too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really good for networking.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people that like networked and made some real connections out there. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne was performing. This weekend was full of melees.
Before you dive in, I'm gonna read you just some of the lineup that was on the poster. You had Childish Major, Westside Gun, Young M.A., Currency, J.I.D., Diplomats, Wayne, Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Pretty strong lineup.
That is a strong. Yeah, that is a good strong lineup.
For the hip hop heads.
And that's not all of them. But that's just some of them.
That's just some of them.
But yeah.
So I would have loved to see Dipset.
Fuck yeah.
That would have been great.
That'd been
Or even some of Wu-Tang too. That would have been pretty live.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, but I guess there was like a fight that broke out at the front of the stage or something, and everybody just went berserk and everybody's running and screaming. I think there's a little bit of kind of like PTSD kind of fear because of the shit that happened in Vegas with the shooter that was shooting the people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I believe that has something to do with the reason everybody started kind of like tripping, because I don't think some people say that people were shooting, but nobody heard gunshots.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that just lets you know people. Niggas don't
edge.
Play.
They're just on edge.
Right.
Like, I heard someone stomped and they thought it was a gunshot. You know what I'm saying? Or there's some bubble wrap that popped in the back or some shit.
Right.
Yeah. You don't know when black people start running, you just run.
You don't ask questions.
You don't just run.
You just run.
Exactly. When you see people run, you go with the flow.
You just go with the flow.
Or you're gonna get trampled. Shit. So fuck, you better go.
Get the fuck out of at a rap concert.
Shit. You better be in the front.
Do you remember the back in the
hit an angle?
those Little John when they be fighting that Lil John music, bro, I would get the fuck up out of there. I ain't go front. I'd get
a mosh pit.
I remember, and Austin used to bring out the fucking horses. If you ever been down to South by Southwest or any like big event down there in Austin late at night, and it got a little too rowdy, and they brought the fucking cops with the horses out,
mounted up.
Oh, you had to get the fuck out the way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You will get trampled or kicked.
You're gonna get fucked up.
Like,
take a horse hoof to the fucking jaw.
Good Lord.
You don't want that, bro. You don't want to be the nigga on World Star.
You're gonna lose that jaw.
Yeah. It's gonna break your face. I mean that literally.
Yeah, break your face.
Right.
No go feeding the horses like on half baked either.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know anything was. I mean, it didn't really like anything happen. Some people got hurt from probably the trampling and shit, but nobody got killed. I think it was just a fight that just kind of
good.
Wayne's set was abruptly stopped because of all that, but I mean, it's good that no one actually is critically injured. Let's put it that way.
That's good.
Yeah,
but at the same time, y'all need to chill the fuck out. More magnesium.
More fucking magnesium.
Now you got me fucking being a fucking advocate for magnesium.
You gonna Google, I'm gonna send you a link and you're gonna be like,
you're
gonna be at the store what's the best magnesium, my guy?
I said, I'm leaving here. I'm gonna be like breaking a GNC or some shit.
I can't wait till next week when we get that giant box of magnesium from the sponsors.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be great.
Yeah. It's gonna be real good. We're gonna be taken care of.
Marijuana infused magnesium.
Oh yeah. Now you're talking.
Riffa's in.
That's my half of the box.
That's basically a dope game right there. What, you got anything else on your list of topics, man?
No, man. And just it's time to talk about the game.
About what? What? The game? You said?
And in case you forgot, it's the game.
Oh, the king. Yeah, I thought you said the game.
No,
I was like the game. I was like,
no. Right. You'd have known. We'd have gone into that.
Now T.I. has released his. I don't even know which album.
10.
Is this album number 10?
10th studio album.
Is it for real?
Yeah.
Cause I know he didn't name it Dime Trap because it's his 10th album.
Yep, Dime 10.
I don't think it's why.
So he originally had an EP that came out that was called like Nick. It was like a Nick. I forget what
reference to like.
Yeah, it's Nick. Like a 5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was 5. It only had 5 songs on it, and then he was saying he was going to come out with one called Dime Trap, which was
gonna have 10 tracks.
10 tracks, but I guess he just ended up turning this into
Dime Trap 10th album.
Yeah, 10th album. You know what I'm saying? T.I. It's interesting to kind of see when you like look back at T.I.'s trajectory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like where he started and where he is now. I mean, what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about his trajectory as a whole?
I think
where he ended up.
Well, he ended up in a better place, I guess, mentally as a man, business wise, and he also, he grew. Like he started acting wild. The problem with that, though, is that when he got locked up and then he came out and he was definitely a changed man, and you could hear it in his bars too, and like his spit and everything. To me, it didn't necessarily. It hurt him in the sense of his relevance when he was locked up that long, because he no longer was like at the forefront, and he still was here. People were checking for him, but when it came to like who's running the game or who's on top, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he's self-proclaimed, but it's still
he'll probably always be known as
the king.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
100 years from now, they'll be like, he'll be in the history book, and they'll be like, Clifford Harris, aka T.I., or Tip, as some would call, was the king of the South at the time.
Yeah, definitely will. But the thing is like his music isn't as like out there the way it was. Impactful, exactly. Which he is spitting some like adult, grown, like game spitting shit on this album right here, where he's kind of like, it's almost like being that old school cat that's trying to, put you on game. If you're in this business, like, listen up, been there, done that. And he has. And the thing is, like I said, what I was saying is that getting locked up and all this stuff, it did change his music and the trajectory that he went. And it was for the better in becoming a grown man and staying out of trouble and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But music wise, I don't know if it was for
the prison stuff definitely hurt his
music career as much as like content and what we were getting out of him musically.
Because the game is like one of those things that like if you kind of got to stick with it, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as you kind of lose the balance out of that, like it just people move in and they switch things, and then you try to come back and you just don't fit in anymore.
Yeah, the game changed.
Yeah, the game changes.
That quick.
Like I know they tried to make the best of his situation, with the album and that like redemption show he had, I think on MTV. You remember that?
Yeah. This is when he was doing ads on.
I mean, they tried their best with the.
You got to call 1-800-CRIME Stoppers and shit like that.
Yeah.
That shit was horrible. I was just like, damn, bro, he really caught an L. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's interesting about T.I.? Like. He, especially amongst artists, they respect him as like, oh no, Tip's good. He's that dude. He's been around. He's a legend, blah, blah. You know who for our sport head trillions out here, he's like he's like a Tim Duncan type, where you look at the resume, got rings, got records, solid, undeniable talent. You don't hear his name all the time like you do, like, oh, Bron, Kobe, or when you got all the other rappers, you constantly hear their names. But when people look at him, they're like, oh yeah, he's that dude. He was that good. Like, solid resume and well respected, but you don't always hear their name on the forefront. But when they look at someone like Tim, they're like, oh yeah, he's hands down first ballot Hall of Famer. I think Tip is definitely, hands down one of the best. But his name just isn't always on the tip of people's tongues like some other artists.
I agree with that.
If that analogy made any sense to anybody.
The only difference is that T.I. doesn't have a soft face.
Okay.
And I don't mean
another thing too.
I mean, Tim Duncan always looks like he just has he's sad.
Did Riffa punch Tim Duncan?
Right.
He does. I've always said that.
What about Luda though?
Face.
What about Ludacris though? Because I kind of feel like he's
same thing.
It's the same
exact same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. The same. I would say the same difference with him too. Yeah.
Right. That's an interesting take on T.I. He's always been one of my favorite rappers since the very beginning, because I definitely remember the song he put out with Beanie Man, and it wasn't really hitting like that.
Yeah, for real.
I'm serious.
Yeah, for real. It wasn't hitting.
It wasn't hitting like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's reminiscent.
That album was cold, but that first single was
with his first single where it just didn't pop off it.
Say Yeah.
Yeah, Say Yeah. Which I did like that song though, but more than I did like T.I.'s I'm Serious when I first heard it. But they both kind of had that speed bump, to where T.I. had a speed bump.
They had to figure it out.
He came back way stronger. Wasn't it 24's next?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. That shit jammed.
Yeah. He lit the South up.
Yes, he
I
did.
think this project is this is a grown man album.
Yeah, it was.
It was definitely a grown man T.I. album, which is grown man baby Biz Away.
Perfect,
definitely
fitting.
But I the funny thing is like some of these songs on here, like the one song, I think it's what is it, number 4, where he's kind of talking about no, not Wraith, y'all. I'm sorry. I believe it's the Big Old Drip. I can't play music on here. But anyways,
Big Old Drip.
Yeah, where he's kind of talking about he doesn't even know how he got here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He fell into this activist role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And watch the duck on there.
I give him shit. Right. Yeah.
You killed it.
No, that song's fire. But
Yeah.
it was just interesting kind of hearing like, damn, he really did come a long way, man. But I just never would have. If you would have told me at the time period when, 20 Foes was out, that this would be who T.I. is today,
I wouldn't have believed it.
I wouldn't have believed it. You know what I'm saying? Because, he was.
I'm like, the Bankhead ambassador? Nah.
Yeah, it's just funny because we make fun of his like vocabulary, but I mean like he's come a long way, man. When you really think about it, you know what I'm saying. And it's another thing too that I realized listening to this album is that all of the rappers that were like the gangster rappers and shit that I used to like when I was coming up, the game has changed. And it's so weird because they're still who they are, right? But it doesn't really fit with everything that's going on, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm hearing T.I. and he's got the songs with Young Thug and Wife and Lucci, and he's got the stuff that kind of sound more current, but he still sounds like your normal T.I.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Doesn't really sound like he's changed too much.
It is funny too, because if I'd have told you back when you listen to like I'm Serious and Travis and all those, and if I told you, in the future, every time you see him, he has a suit on, you'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, nah.
That's the thing. A lot of our rappers that we listen to that were the gangsters and shit, they always did stress that they were gentlemen as well, and they just now are more playing the role of the gentleman a little bit more with how they dress, and their take on shit.
It's interesting seeing T.I. though, because he was like a live wire.
He was.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at how we had kids. He has a lot of kids. A lot of them are grown now.
Yeah, for real.
He had like 3 borderline grown kids and a couple younger ones.
Did y'all see him on Rapture?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, on Rapture, I watched Rapture, and I was like, yo, I've always known he had kind of changed or whatever a little bit, but I'm like, yo, he really cares about this activism shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, he's really deep into that shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which I just wouldn't have seen him become
Back
that
then,
guy.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's if I told you that, you'd be like, nah.
I mean, when he went to prison, bro, like a lot of shit, like it was like a reality check. He even says that. He says like it was like a reality check, and that's when he kind of. And he may had a few speed bumps after that still. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not just all of a sudden, boom, straight arrow, good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of had some speed bumps, but at the same time.
He kind of had to be a straight arrow, though.
Oh, he had to immediately? Yeah, he had to.
He had to get that shit right.
He was under the radar and shit, but there's a few things where he was in the spotlight for wrong reasons.
No, you're right. That were none, he's like, in the spotlight right now for wrong.
Mayweather shit with Tiny. Just different things he'd always be in there. But.
He's in there right now with the shit with the, at his house or whatever, or his residence area, and he was trying to get in, and
that's a guy too with the security guard. It's funny when you see these glimpses of the old
T.I.
Like, I want you to think about this. Shit. Floyd Mayweather is 50-0.
Right.
T.I. said, "Fuck all that.
Right.
I'll fight this motherfucker." Yeah, for real.
Where they at though?
Exactly.
This motherfucker dog. Shouts out to T.I.
And shout out to T.I. for being in one of the greatest movies of all time.
Okay,
in ATL.
No,
yes, sir.
Did you hear his little ATL skit that he put into the
man?
Into the album. I was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I did have to appreciate that.
Get the fuck out of here.
Great movie
for that generation.
Fire movie.
Yeah, it's for his.
I told you my favorite T.I. album was King.
That's when they got outside.
Yeah.
That's when I went outside.
So that's when they got outside.
Yeah,
King brought me
came
outside.
out. Yeah.
What you know about that, bro?
No.
What you know about it? Bring him out. Bring him out.
I was outside for 24s. I was definitely outside for 24s.
Yeah, definitely.
He was an Ant-Man too.
Yeah, he was. He
T.I.
was
really
like
be out here in the
Ant-Man. He was
movies.
acting already too. So yeah.
Yeah, no, he's
He's out here in movies every now and then.
He's in the Marvel movies. That's right. Marvel.
Just
universe.
imagine this. Go back to 2005. T.I. is out here talk about stand up. You don't like what I'm saying, then buck. Swing when you see me, we could throw them in, sucker. That's T.I., right?
You don't know me.
And then and then I go to you and I'm like, yo, you know he's gonna be Ant-Man.
He's gonna be in Marvel
In about 15 years.
Ant-Man.
He's gonna be an Ant-Man movie.
First off, I'm like, they're making a fucking Ant-Man movie? Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like,
Sure. That's just probably it's probably not gonna make no kind of money.
None.
Yeah.
And that bitch fits in with everything.
Who watches Marvel? It's all about DC.
Yeah, exactly. At that point, it was like, Marvel doesn't even have movies. What are you talking about?
we know.
Right. We kind of go off on a tangent. We gotta get back into the actual album.
Yeah, for real.
Was there anything, I guess, like any other tracks that stood out to y'all, man, on here? I mean, I could tell you a few that stood out for me. Definitely.
More.
I liked
Got a little
more and more was
Jeezy.
cool. It
love my
kind of had a
Jeezy.
little old vibe to it.
It did. That's reminded me of their duo. When they used to get up with each other on others.
Right. They're supposed to be dropping an album together. Well, T.I.'s pushing for an album to drop.
At least I know.
Yeah, at least I know where
Anderson
Anderson Paak was good.
That was a good song.
Yeah, Anderson Paak was sounded real good on there.
Yeah.
I mean, Hefe is kind of hot.
Yeah, I did like that one.
What y'all think about this amazing Mr. Fuck Up song?
Man. All right, whatever.
Why?
It's corny. You just like
man. Like,
I was gonna say, why you gotta make us sound like that?
he gotta let the world know he want his wife back, man.
well, stop
He's
doing
hurting.
the shit.
Nah,
he
man.
keeps doing the shit over and over and over.
It's hard, man. He's just
Stop
trying to tell
doing the
you,
shit.
man. There's hoes everywhere. He can't stop. What the hell?
Man, that's what I'm like. Stop doing the shit. Like,
Hey, you.
if this is the first time we knew he'd done something, I'm like, okay, man, I get it.
but
But I don't need the apology to his song. Stop doing it.
yeah, just stop. Control. It's all about
You don't say shit to Drake when he do it. Fuck that. No, fuck that. If Drake came out with this song, this man would love this fucking song.
That's Drake's MO. Drake does this all the time. Drake never told somebody.
Drake did this. Listen, Drake over here making a grown man music when he's 22. T.I.'s a grown man. He should be allowed to make this type of music.
We just found out Drake had a kid.
Look,
T.I. has like 5, 6, 7. He has a lot of kids. Drake ain't apologizing necessarily to just one woman. He's apologizing to all women. So
all women?
so he can still get
To his mother?
so he can get as much
fact,
pants as he can
That's what was missing from now.
Drake?
Yes.
from this album.
No.
Every album.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of
Every
here.
album. Oh god. Every album. Would be,
Let me ask y'all this though.
no, that's a good
So
joke. I like
y'all know that I was just talking earlier about Lil Wayne and T.I. And Jeezy. They were spearheading the Southern where
Southern
people
drive.
where people were respecting the South.
Yeah. The movement.
Of course, Jeezy came out with his album recently, which didn't really get too much fanfare. And then Lil Wayne, extremely hyped, a lot of hype that was surrounding it, and T.I. Nowhere near as much a hype. So a little people, a little here and there. Do you think that T.I. had a better album than Lil Wayne, or did Lil Wayne have a better album than T.I.? Carter 5.
You probably know my answer. I want to hear Matt's. I'm sure you know my answer.
I think T.I. had a better album.
Yeah, you think T.I. had a better album?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
I think overall, consistency wise, for a whole album,
that's exactly why.
That's why I believe he has a better album, because Lil Wayne was all over the place. He had shit just in the wrong order. It just wasn't
too many.
As long as it took, it felt like it was still rushed. Lil Wayne's, you know what I'm saying?
If we had definitely been waiting on the Carter 5 the way we have been, I don't think it'd be as hyped as it is.
Yeah, you're right.
You might be right about that.
I believe that.
I think T.I. had a little bit more to say.
Oh yeah.
Than Lil Wayne, even though he doesn't have much else to say.
No, he's still telling us what he's told us before.
Because I mean, listen, he has a song here called "What Can I Say." All right. Yeah. So apparently T.I. also knows that I don't really have much else to.
Of course he knows. He has a song called "At Least I Know."
I can tell you right now, if T.I. wanted me to...
So, T.I., what kind of music are you going to make? Trap music. How much trap music? Oh, he has a song called "More and More."
You can do this all day, bro.
Really
this whole album.
Right. That's what it kind of sounds like, too, though, man.
If T.I. wanted me to go to not stream, actually buy the album, all he has to do, he didn't have to give me nothing new. If T.I. said, you know what, I'm going to give you T.I.'s greatest hits, I would purchase it.
T.I.'s greatest hits?
Yes. He's been in the game long enough for greatest hits.
Yeah, he definitely has a greatest hits album.
We don't appreciate those.
No, we don't appreciate T.I.
He probably has a double disc, to be honest.
No, he probably does.
We don't appreciate him, or nor do we appreciate greatest hits projects anymore.
You're right.
Because we have constant access to all of this stuff. You didn't have. It's not like back before we. Oh man, I gotta go and find every CD and change them out. Now you can just.
You just put them on a playlist.
The streaming services do it for you. The most popular songs are right there.
Right. He can easily do
that shit would be dope.
He can easily tour for the rest of his life on those fucking songs, bro.
Hell yeah, easy.
You know what I'm saying?
Easily.
And I would go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would definitely go too.
I would go.
I would definitely go. I would pay $50 to go see T.I.
I saw him
do 24s.
A couple years ago, actually.
5 years from now, still.
Right.
Damn, what was it? I saw him a couple years back and enjoyed the set. It was a great time.
Right.
Great time.
He could probably run a 2-hour set on just his hits.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We talked about this last week a little bit. Like, people, you forget sometimes with certain artists how many hits they got.
Right.
So they decide to try and jam them all at one set. And you're like, damn.
You're like, fuck.
You got hits.
Right. Yeah, you forget the hits. When I seen Ludacris, when he was on Fort Hood and he performed, this is probably maybe like 4th, 5th album. Do you remember when he came to Fort Hood?
It was
some years back.
It was like around 04, 05.
It might have been later than that.
Oh yeah, it might have been a couple of years after, actually, because I remember we gave him our demo though.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. No.
It was actually fresh too.
No, it might have been 05, 06. You're right. 04, 05, something like that. Yeah,
around there.
Yeah. No, he had hits. He was up there for like an hour, and then I was just like, damn, he got hits.
He do.
You know what I'm saying?
Got a shitload. Also, he has probably double album as well. They both probably got a double or triple album worth of hits. You know what I'm saying? That they've been out. And then you could if you threw in the songs that they've been featured on that were hits too, shit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because that's another thing that you can put into that mix. You know, like because all of them, both of them have been on plenty of features that were like top notch singles. You know.
Do y'all have a favorite T.I. verse?
The one from Bone Crusher.
Oh, that was a fire.
That's my favorite T.I. verse of all time.
That was a bro. That was like one of the first times I'd ever heard of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, who the fuck is that?
Me too. That's why, and it's still
First of all,
stand as like my favorite T.I.
bro,
verse.
let me tell you something. I feel like that song set off the fire in the South.
In the South? Fuck yeah.
It was like one of the first couple of songs when everybody was like, yo, I think it's time you pay attention.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to Bone Crusher for giving.
Shout out to Killer Mike for dropping the last verse too.
Yes, all of them. That
was legendary shit.
Hard.
Yeah.
Bone
I ain't
Crusher,
bad, just don't kiss no ass and take shit. Nah, that was classic, man.
Fuck yeah. What's your verse? What's your favorite?
My favorite verse from T.I., I don't know, man.
It's probably the same thing.
It's giving me a headache just trying to think of it.
Yeah, like a favorite T.I. verse.
There's too many, but I thought quick. I just had to go with that verse.
There's verses that he rapped on Urban Legend that are just legendary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his shit was just legendary. He wasn't really like a punchline rapper, but you know, you have like a punchline rapper, they'd have like I remember hearing Fabulous say, niggas got to be punched, act stupid, get shells in your stomach like you had pasta for lunch.
Yeah.
Right? You could tell that he thought of the punchline before he thought of the actual rhyme.
Yeah.
Like he had the punchline and ready to go.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I know what you mean.
But like with T.I., like if he had a punchline, you could tell it was just a part of the actual flow. Like he was flowing and then, here's the punchline.
It just came. It flowed.
It flowed. It was more natural. You know what I'm saying? See me in the ride and getting blown like a saxophone.
Yeah. Just go with the flow.
I was a big fan of T.I., man. I know a lot of T.I. verses. What would we be giving this album on a scale of 1 to 10, man? We already said it's better than the Carter 5.
Oh, hands down.
Shout out to whoever listened to the podcast and listened to us slightly review the album and also just kind of reminisce on T.I.
And rant. Yeah, just rant. We even started talking
about
other shit that wasn't even had to do with T.I. So, yeah. If you stuck through this whole T.I. talk, kudos to you.
Right.
I'm gonna give it a 7. Yes, 7. 7.2. I'm gonna do it, Todd. 7.2.
I gotta give it a. I'm like more like 6.75. You know what I'm saying? With this one, there's some strong tracks on here, and then there's a couple things where T.I. Here's a few more things to say.
He's a grown man feel.
Yeah,
definitely.
He's not like complete. Like when I hear like Snoop, I'm like, what else has he got to say? Right? With him, I feel like he had a few more things to say.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I could dig it.
It just dawned on me what I'm about to do, and I'm sick to my stomach right now.
He's giving his first 10.
Give it his hand.
No,
No,
that would make me sick. I'm feeling a 6, and never in my life did I ever think I would rate a Lupe project higher than T.I., but I just did.
Lupe,
hey, go ahead and cue the sound of applause.
Yeah, I'm going to cue for Lupe.
Yeah, for Lupe, exactly, for Lupe. Damn.
That's crazy. Lupe's still out here, man.
The disgust in his eyes.
Yeah, he put a project out, okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, y'all, we are at the end of the podcast.
I feel like we just got to the beginning now.
Right, right. It's a whole nother. That's a whole nother.
Oh, wait, I got one more thing before we go.
Oh, I knew it.
I got one more thing before we go.
Let's hear what this man got.
So, if the Trillions remember, I know Riffa remembers. Y'all remember that the homie UU a while back was attacking a legend, Mr. Denzel Washington.
Oh, my God.
I have a question. Do you feel with what you said about him and his acting, his movies, his roles, all those things? Do you feel the same way about Samuel L. Jackson? I feel like you got to.
You kind of have to, bro.
But I don't. Like, no way is he gonna say this.
Do I feel like Samuel L. Jackson is the same guy in every movie?
Yeah.
I like that. You brought light to Samuel. He should.
He about to hurt me. He's about to hurt me.
No, wait.
Say something I don't want to hear.
Hey, someone get the magnesium. Hurry up, get the magnesium.
I'm gonna need some magnesium because it looks like he about to say something I do not want to hear. He's about to hurt my feelings.
Samuel L. Jackson is the same in every movie.
I saw a preview with him and the other dad said, I feel like
never
this
thought of
is
that.
This is
that's like the perfect argument.
Familiar.
It's a good argument.
Samuel L. Jackson in Django is not the same Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. Come on now. They're not the same people.
But he's done other characters in other movies that are probably the same as those. Not to say they're all the same. Just like Denzel's not all the same in everything. He has a few that doesn't have the same tone. He'll be a little more calm. Like, I'm sure Fences is not the same as Training Day. You know what I'm saying? So you probably got to put them in the same category with that one. You can't deny that.
I was just curious.
I think you'd have to.
He wasn't the same. Listen,
he almost. It's all right, man. Give him a tissue. Give him a fucking
No, because I'm starting to laugh because I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I'm thinking about him in Deep Blue Sea, and then I'm thinking about
Snakes on a plane. No.
He is the same motherfucking dog.
He is.
He fucking is, dog.
You got to admit it. I never thought of it either until you brought that up. I was like, damn.
Even when he was in the first Avengers and they was up there, they had all the presidents and shit, and he was standing up there talking to everybody as Nick Fury, and they was like, well, that's our idea. And he was like, well, that's a stupid ass idea. And I was like, fuck, he's the same nigga.
Hey,
he's the same fucking nigga in every movie.
Is rated R and PG. He doesn't say motherfucker in one, and the other one he does, because that's his.
I forget which one of the
calling card at me.
I forget which one of the Trillions it was that left a comment when we talked about Denzel. But please talk to your boy UU. Talk some sense.
Wait a minute, Die Hard with a Vengeance. Wait a minute, no. Listen, no. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Not the same as
that's the Deep Blue Sea same right there. That is Die Hard with Deep Blue Sea. He is the same guy right there.
Yes, Zeus, motherfucker. Like a shotgun. What do he say? I shove a lightning bolt up your ass.
Oh my god, man! Shout out to Samuel L. Jackson.
Listen,
man.
no, at least he's entertaining. Denzel ain't entertaining.
Oh my God.
He's not entertaining like Samuel L. Jackson.
Now that's the new argument.
He's not as entertaining.
Man, I wish I remember that Trillion's name. Please talk to him.
Yeah,
You gonna talk
I
some
wish
sense
I
into
did
this
too.
man.
We need a new comment
Oh
on
my
this episode.
God.
New comment on
He's
this episode.
entertaining.
We gotta let these people go.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, man.
We do. Hey, thanks for listening. We are at the end of this
man,
episode.
appreciate y'all. We
Right.
appreciate
Shout
y'all.
out to y'all for tuning in to episode 135. We might have to start the next episode off because I'm gonna go look up
Continuation?
I'm gonna go look up some Samuel L. Jackson roles and I'm gonna show you how he's not.
Okay.
All right.
He's gonna research and then he's gonna send us a message like, "Damn, y'all motherfuckers are right."
Didn't Samuel L. Jackson's all the movies that he was in gross
Unbreakable?
gross more than any actor?
Samuel,
Like, could you combine all his
If you
movies?
combine all of his movies, his movies,
Samuel, he's a part of
believe
all
that.
like everything. He's
no,
a part
it
of
came
damn
out.
near
That was
hate.
like a thing.
Yeah, he's in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
So
It was that, and then I
back in
think
the
The
day.
Rock may have taken it over recently, but
It's a possibility. But Samuel L. Jackson, he's been in the game for a while.
right
So
since Juice.
good lord.
Right.
Hey, we're gonna cut this motherfucker's face up.
All right, y'all. We gonna be up out this thing. No, I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about.
Deuces.
Smoke some because fight go with that. Team Khabib.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to Trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.